participate. Coming at you from San Antonio at the moment. So, I had a lot of compliments on my shirt today, by the way. It was kind of funny because some of them say today was a good day, some of them don't. This is my favorite rap song in life, by the way, except for Ice Ice Baby. Um, and I get these mad curls going on, but I like put them up in a bandana because I was doing like hardcore work, and then they left that little flex. So yeah, I gotta like flex differently. So okay, so I have so much to talk about. Um, and I mean, thank you. Your first shout out to the first person here, and if anybody wants to say anything, great. And normally I'm pissed, like when people don't say anything. I'm not like pissed. Pissed isn't actually like the word. It's just like, dude, let's keep like you guys just want me to generate everything, and I pretty much have. But tonight I'm gonna generate everything unless you guys interject, and then I'm happy to interject because like I'm on one, dude. I can't sleep right. Um, First of all, there's been some misconceptions about San Antonio. Do I hate San Antonio? Fucking absolutely not. What I'm telling you guys is I haven't got a lay of the fucking land, dude. All I've gotten is it's weird because people kind of already know who I am, which is like weird, like not like in a cool, like they're like, oh, we heard you're working over there, and I'm like, what? Like, how do you guys know this? I've been in town like I have not even been in town a month. I have not even been in town a month, and I've acquired 2 jobs, and it's okay. Okay, I don't even know where to start with this. So if you guys have something to chime in, chime in. I'm just gonna tell you. I've lived in the Midwest. I've lived on the West Coast. Everything's a culture shock going from culture, especially if you've only been in the Midwest your whole life. And then now I'm in the South. I didn't even think of it like the South. I thought like Florida was more the South, but Florida is actually considered East Coast. And then I want to finish up. I hate to say the word finish. I don't want to say finish. I definitely want to do north, south, east, west, and then expand. Like, because, dude, learning other cultures and learning other people is like actually what, at the end of the day, when I lay my head down at night, like makes me happy. And if I had to explain it, like it's the same thing I get shit for. You seem country, you seem isolated, you seem like you don't. Well, I would like to broaden my horizons. Okay, like I could just like, well, this is what I am, and this is how I was raised, and or whatever. And I'm going to the Firecracker Fest, and I'm not shitting on who I am and how I was raised in the Firecracker Festival. What I'm telling you guys is broaden your fucking horizons. Okay. I love the Midwest. Where are you from, Babe King? Welcome back. Sorry, I'm having like I've been going through a lot. But what I'm telling you guys is like it's I mean, I don't want to like tip the scales. In a lot of ways it's easier being a chick, in a lot of ways it's harder being a chick. I see both sides of it. From what I've seen in the South, they are extremely effing nice. And the prices are extremely effing low. And what's weird is I didn't realize how much racism was in St. Louis per se, which I grew up in, till I went to Las Vegas. And then I went to Las Vegas going to Texas. And it's all so different culturally. And most of these people, as myself, like I lived in the Midwest pretty much what was 5 years ago? 2019. So I lived in the Midwest my whole life. So that's like my only outlook on life, like having lived there. Okay. And then that's why we have this great fucking global world of like love and like YouTube. And so they thought I was like, I always thought I was better than the country. And everybody thought I was too country when I moved to the West. And then I realized nobody's greater than country. Like, and what I mean by that is the standards, the morals, the manners, like how they treat old people, women, like in general. Like if we're gonna stereotype stuff. And then so like at first I was like very offended to be country, but then after a while I wasn't offended to be called country. And then I come out to Texas and they don't know what to do with me either. And I don't know what to do with them. Like they think I have an accent, and this is like more my Valley girl accent, but they think I have an accent. And I don't actually, I thought everybody would be like, hey, I'm from Timbuktu, da 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 da, how you do? No, they don't actually talk like that everywhere in Texas. It's not a thing. So this is all very much a learning curve. And then like I'm doing this shit kind of on my own. And I'm bringing you with me if you guys want to come. Who's coming with me? So in the 2 weeks I've been here, I've gotten 2 jobs, and I am dick in the dirt tired. I'm not gonna lie. You know who a lot of people moved to Texas, I found out, is my hair was so cute. It was like put in this little thing and all these little curls I put in it. But for what? For what? Okay. So I know I look like Beaker right now. So let me focus. So it's weird because like actually a lot of people from Texas aren't originally from Texas. And there's all kinds of Texans, which I'm learning. Like you don't really like learn until you get here. And a lot of people from Texas moved from Louisiana. Now, my friend Jackie, growing up, she never took on like none of my friends were ever like, that's awesome, you're living in Las Vegas. Nobody ever thought that. Everybody always screamed against it. And nothing to do with the fact that I drank or like whatever, like that I was getting older. Those are the should have been the real like red flags, like from, but they had not lived in Vegas. And I was like, I'm about that life. And then I got there and I was like, wow, this is not the life you think you're living. And it's different to everybody. So please do not let me discourage you or encourage you. But if you have any questions, I will give you my fill. So I went from being the Midwest to the West Coast. And here's what's weird. Like the West Coast is like, and I'm not trying to get like into race, but I'm going to for a second. So the Midwest is the Midwest. And then you go to the West Coast and like you don't just have Walgreens. You have Walgreens et más, which means and more. Walgreens and more. And they cater. Like if you go to like Japan, allegedly, like I would love to visit Japan. They will fluently like speak English to you and be very polite, and they have like a lot of manners. As where my perception growing up, learning multiple languages, okay, because I've always been like obsessed. They were like, fuck it, like you know, like the French get mad. Allegedly, I haven't been to France. My dad promised me a trip for taking like 3 years of like pro France, but like they're supposed to be kind of like rude to you, allegedly. This is hearsay. I can't speak on it. I haven't been there. When I get there, I'll speak on it. But and in Japan, like they don't make anybody feel stupid. Like if you go there speaking English, you can't speak a lick of Japanese or whatever. they put you up, and the prices are like I'm fucking super into like other cultures because I was such like a small town girl, and I was like, I don't want to be like locked in this thing, and I don't want to be like the only one in my family that doesn't travel out, and I am the black sheep, and I've failed miserably, but I've made monumentous stakes in our family as far as like people going to other places and doing other things, and you're gonna fuck up. Ask Columbus. What I'm saying is, I'm not. I mean, I'm a little embarrassed that I'm not like embarrassed of like the things that went south. I would be more embarrassed if I never tried them. Okay. So this is my first trip moving to Texas. The lay of the land that I've gotten, and all these people are trying to jump in saying like, well, she doesn't like this and she hates it. No, I don't hate it. Everybody in Texas has been super friendly. They think I have an accent. That's a little weird. But the thing is, it's super affordable to live here compared to where like I've been from. Even the Midwest, the South is super cheaper, and they got really good sweet tea and really friendly people, and everything's super affordable. And I'm like, what just happened? Like God just kind of was like sprinkled some love on me, okay? And so for now, I'm going to stay in San Antonio. I want to look more into Houston. I want to look more into Austin before I like bridge the whole place. But to be honest with you, I don't see myself forever living in Texas. But I don't really see myself, unless it's Missouri, like, and I died forever, like living somewhere. Like they're like some of their like laws are just a little crazy out here, in both ways, good and bad. So I've been working 2 jobs, which I worked 3 jobs when I was in high school, right? And I left home at like 17, and I was living in a Fairfield Inn, an extended stay hotel, and I was making straight A's and like yada 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 yada. Okay. But no, so like I haven't like put anything like pressured this hard. And I do miss my ex-boyfriend, Boston, that you guys know, but I think he just feels bad because he just talks about getting his game together every day, and then I just fucking got in my car and was like, phew. And I wouldn't have done that if there weren't reasons. You know what I mean? Like, some people just talk about things and some people make them happen. I'm not talking about me getting back. And I talk about all my failures for sure, because you guys, this is just what happens to everybody. And I don't want anybody to be scared. Like, I came from this, like, just a small town girl. No, I came from this little, like, country ass town, and I don't want you to think like because your cousins feel some sort of way, or your coworkers feel some sort of way, or boyfriends, do not let that change your life. Or because you're not doing good. You know what? It means you're going to do better down the road because you learned this lesson. And if you don't learn it, what up, IC? Then you need to learn it again. Do you hear me? And fucking a lot of the old heads, I'm going to say the boomers, but the boomers are my friends, right? Because when I was growing up, I was hanging out with older people. Now I'm living with the boomers, you know what I'm saying? But like, they're like, you shouldn't put that shit out. You shouldn't say that. No, I'm absolutely going to put this shit out. There's a million other people like me that are dealing with this. And fucking, this shit should be out. And if you don't like it, kiss my fucking ass. That's the boomer / millennial in me. I'm on the cusp. Okay, 1981, the year that MTV was born. How you gonna do? I get so many compliments on this shirt today. And I wish you would have seen me with the do-rag. I didn't do it on purpose, but it's because I was like moving furniture in the fucking hospitality industry because we're opening up a new hotel. And then at the other place, I was selling it's Gen X. Gen X is like what, 1980 to what? My cousin Gen X, she's a bitch though. Yes. sound so hood. No, but literally, guys, like I'm doing better and I'm making so much more money and I have like a chance to travel again. I would really like to go to the East Coast because I haven't conquered that yet. Like I'm not saying I conquered any of these places, but you just pull up and try to live by yourself for a few years. Like the smarts and the people and the shit that even if you only pluck like a couple from every state, you get one good person or two good people, that could be a lifetime of like sanity. Okay, so Gen X 1980, I'm 1981. Okay. So I'm like the shitty millennial. Like I'm still kind of cool, but like I can't operate a computer. I don't know. Or maybe that's just me personally. And I don't want to duck the whole team out. But what are you guys doing tonight? Like literally everything aside, like is except for the fact I'm like literally exhausted because I left the house at like 7 something a day and I got back slightly before 10 p.m. Like I'm putting in work and like I want to. Don't get lost in the memes. It's 50% right, it's 50% I don't know yet. But you guys always see these memes like take later to, and my whole life is not based on memes, by the way. But what I'm saying is, it'll say, take later to you can always make money, but can you always travel? And then when you're too old and you're too sick, and that is true from my observances of other people. They're like, well, I can't bring my diabetes medicine. I don't want to take my shoes off. I don't know. Old people are old people. You know what I'm saying? So, am I gay? No, I'm actually, well, I guess I would say bisexual, but I'm super, super straight. Like, I haven't had sex with a girl in 6 years, and I have had sex with girls in the past. I'm not closed out to bisexual. I'm just a tomboy. And I'm a millennial. Technically, I'm on the cusp of 1981. Did I read that wrong, or did I just go way too deep? But no, I just always hung out with boys, and I was raised by boys, and I was raised by my dad. I was always like a heavy, chunkier girl, and I couldn't fit into girls' clothes, so I'm just like used to wearing boys' clothes, and I'm comfortable in it. You know what I mean? And so a lot of times people think I'm like super dykey or I went deep. I thought maybe I read that wrong. Maybe. But no. So I mean, I'm not disappointed in myself. I feel like I've done more in the last 10 years than most people might do in a lifetime. And then at the same time, I haven't done shit. My main goal is to experience and see as much as I can and be self sustainable as much as I can till that day that, you know, it happens. And they're like, God's like, time's up. So yeah, that's pretty much it. To me, so far, but I've only been here like not even a month, so I can't judge it. Like some people are like, she hates Vegas. She like, well, how the fuck do you know? I don't even fucking know yet. Fuck yourself. So I want to check it out a little bit. There's things I want to check out, and I want to like master a little bit of everything where I go. I would super like to check out the East Coast a little bit. It's super expensive, and there's like a lot of snow, and like it's kind of hard to find yourself when you're still in love with somebody else and they're not there, but I will find a way. Like honestly, I know this sounds crazy, but some of the things that hold two girls down the most, and I joke with, and I think it makes other people uncomfortable that aren't in my situation. Like for instance, I went to get like some outfits today at work, and they didn't come in my size. I'm 243 pounds. I've been way heavier. I'm 6 foot tall, and I think I carry it well. Like it's, I mean, I'm not like one of those like I'm fat. I'm not like a Lizzo, dude. Like, yeah, bitch, you're fat. I'm fat. Would I like to be skinnier? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, at least it's like more proportionate. Like you're not awkward shaped like the penguin and shit. But yeah, like going into a situation like me, I got the girl raspy voice. People are like, "Do you date black guys? Are you a lesbian? Why are you so fat?" Like nobody had anything in my size. And normally that would get a lot of people down. But to me, it's just par for the course. I've been dealing with it since I've been in fifth grade. My shoe size was a girl size 10 in fifth grade. I was 155 pounds in fifth grade. I was 5'5". I've always been a bigger girl. And I mean, it's just what you make of it. You can sit there and be sad about. I wish I looked cute in heels. I don't, but I'll fuck with some Uggs. I'll fuck with some Nikes. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm actually weirdly girly, as dudeish as I am. Like, yes, I wear my hats and yeah, but like I wear makeup and I do my nail polish. It's just how I was raised. I was raised by wolves, and the wolves were dudes, and the dudes took good care of me, and I love my men. And so, yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. And so I'm in a whole new atmosphere, and I'm just getting adjusted to it. And people are getting adjusted to me. I don't think they really know how to take my personality. Um, so yeah, I'm just sitting here like randomly awake because I like can't sleep. I have two jobs to do tomorrow, like I had to do today, and I have to do the next day. Like I'm working the hardest I've ever worked, and I'm doing that on purpose. I'm like, psh, first of all, I'm broke, but I'm like throwing myself into my work, and I don't like to be in anybody else's house, and I super appreciate my roommate's hospitality, my friends, my neighbors, like all that. But like, dude, I have to have like my own space. Like I have to get the fuck up out of here. Because I feel like I'm intruding on them. And I don't know. It feels weird. I haven't really depended on anybody since I was like 14. Well, like let me give kudos to Mikey, my little ex-husband, a little bit because he did take care of me. But they will probably get to know you in time. Well, they know me, so she was my roommate. Or not. I'm sorry, not my roommate, my neighbor for a good long time. She was just getting out of divorce. I was like I just turned 31. I'm 43. And so we live together and we know each other's families. We know each other. Like we were close and we were both for each other in hard times. And then everything hit and she was like, dude, come through. And she talked to her old man that she's been with for 10 years. And like, they were like, they fucking basically opened up their home and they were like, get yourself on like your feet. And yeah, and that's super nice of them. It's like I can't even explain it. Like my own family wouldn't even do that. You know what I mean? And they have their own families. They have their own kids and everything like that. And I feel like a little embarrassed because I feel like I'm doing bad, but I don't. I feel like I'm making smarter choices and like wiser decisions for the future. I mean, I could have stayed and roughed it out. I could have figured it out. I could have went here, went to the tunnels, or took wrong choices. Thank God for them. And you know what? Fuel, aka the classy Hoosier. Thank you, Big King. Like, dude, he always busts my balls. He's like, maybe you need a place that like doesn't sell liquor on Sundays, that everything closes down by 10. And maybe I do. Maybe I do. It'll be the test of time. But I do know that in 2 weeks I've made so much progress. And I'm not shitting on anybody, especially my ex. I love him. And sending him good vibes. Everybody says he's shitting on me because I'm doing, but I don't believe that, honestly. I just think Boston's who he is. I love him very much, but moving forward, I hate to even use that because like he used it in a weird term, but going forward with my progress, like I think I need this. This is like a rehab with a sheriff attached to every block. I don't know. You know what I mean? And I'll make my friends, I'll make my enemies. I got more experiences, and I never thought I'd live in Texas. And at least, at the worst, I get some good barbecue, and I met some really cool people, and I get to stay on my travels. And like, you never stop learning. You never stop learning about people. Like, people are like my favorite thing in life. They really are. You guys really are. I like that you guys follow me. If you guys have any questions about anything or moving or doing anything, and thank you, ICU. She's become one of my best friends. Who would have thought? Like legitimately. And I love you guys. So this is a positive note. I am going to a different location tomorrow to train for 2 different jobs, and then I go to my 3rd job. And yeah, so that's what's going on with me. And thank you for everybody sticking with me. Dude, just keep the peace. Like, we all have shitty days, shitty nights, shitty moments, shitty partners, but it doesn't have to be all shitty. P.S. I haven't tried the speaking of not shitty, I have not tried the Taco Bell birthday churros, which looks like churros with like icing in it. So we should rock that out soon, at least together. You know what I mean? We should at least do that. I love you, ICU. Thank you, Vape King. Thank you, everybody. I love you very much. Dude, keep your head up. If you guys ever want to contact me, TacoBellCriminal2 at gmail.com. And sometimes it's just a little, just to set your path a little straighter. I mean, I've had a long run of it, and I got really lucky for the most part. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, I never caught any charges, and I did really good, and I fucking always had a job. And then what's funny is when I actually slowed down, and I think this is the irony of it. Everything hit me really hard. Like, when I least deserved the shittiness, and when I most needed the money, everything felt on hard times. And that's how life goes sometimes. That's why it's important to keep these people that you see in the channel upon you, and me as well. And you guys are part of the Hops family. And just realize, like, we can just talk this shit out. You don't have to be a weirdo. You don't have to be lame. You don't have to go like black and white overnight, dude. Like, dude, there's like a lot of us out here. Like, let's do this. You know what I mean? And thank you guys for everything. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. From the 210. Love you.